right, here we go. What's up, everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here. Sorry, a couple minutes late today. I apologize. Very big day today. I have interview at 2 p.m. with Stacy Warden, aka the CEO of the Algorand Foundation. Got a lot to do to get my ducks in a row to make sure that that interview is seamless and perfect. I do pride myself on getting these really big interviews from the people at the top of the ladder at all these coins that we like so much. So I am very proud of that, and I want to make sure that that interview is perfect. A lot of pressure on myself. I'm not nervous. I promise I'm not nervous. This is my not nervous face. All right, so it's gonna be good, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Already got a $50 super chat in from my guy Cody Stone. Cody, thanks for the super chat. I will do rate my portfolio at the end of the show for you and anyone else who wants to get a portfolio rating. Also got a portfolio in the chat yesterday that the Glitter Queen put out, showed me from Tom O'Brien. So I have Cody Stone and Tom O'Brien will both be getting portfolio ratings, as long as anybody else who wants a portfolio rating as well. And also Ricky Burris, $5 super chat from Budds Creek. My guy Ricky, I'll see you this summer at Budds Creek. Thanks for the early V-chain tip. Yeah, I've been on a hot streak lately, making some pretty good calls. When the market conditions are favorable, it's much easier to make really strong, consistent calls. Like when things are sideways, when things are bear market, when things are boring, it takes a special kind of person to find plays when trading conditions are rough. You might not make as many, you might be wrong, but when the market warms up, it's pretty obvious when stuff is about to come down the pipe if you know what you're looking at. And this is, kind of attributes to some of the calls I've been making here in the past little while. I really want you guys to pay attention when I'm making calls like this, because there's a lot of money on the table here to be made. A lot of money on the table here to be made. I know just even in the past couple of days, with my trading, it's been very, very good. Very good. The conditions are very favorable. And even the coins we've been isolating and some of the charts we've been looking at, some of the levels we set, some of those alarms we set. Remember, we're not guessing, we're reacting. So some of those have been very favorable. And this actually kind of contributes to a conversation I actually had with my mom yesterday. I called my mom because it was Valentine's Day. And of course, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Hope you guys had a lovely day. And my mom said, AJ, at first she didn't understand the whole crypto thing. And then she said that, I've been listening to your show every day. I listen to your show. And, lately I've been watching it with a pad of paper and a pencil and a pen. And I've been, if I don't know what something means, I'll Google it. And that's the attitude. My own mother taking, that is the attitude. Because I, as much as I want to, and I will, obviously, like, call out positions, call out moves, call out things that, ways to make money on the show. There's still a level of education that I really want you guys to try to be open-minded about leaning into. Seriously, especially if you're a new trader. I know there could be some people in here that have been around for a long time. Some people in here could have even been around as long as me, since 2016, 2017. But Mama Grogger gonna make it. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. So, if you're a new trader, for the beginners out there, or even if you're just learning or you want to learn more, have a pen and a piece of paper. And if I say something you don't know what it means, write it down. Or if you want to learn, write that down, So I really want you guys to focus on the educational aspect. I couldn't be more, I don't even know how else to say it other than, that's the best way to learn. I want to teach you guys how to fish. I want to teach you how to fish, for sure. Wow. Got $100 super chat from Claudio with a portfolio and a $5 super chat from Wise Technology as well. Super chats coming in like crazy today. Really, really appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. I will screenshot these and pull them over to my tabs over here. And we certainly will get those portfolios rated at the end of the show. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the super chats. Damn. A $50 and a $100 already. Guys, you know what's happening? You know what's happening? People are trying to make money in crypto. That's what's happening. It feels like, so there's some money coming in. And I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, so in terms of the, some of the calls I made lately, let me come over here. This one was not this week anyway. I called out Pith I called it. I did the chart on this show and on Ben's show the other day, up 11% since I made this call. And this video is still worth watching here on Twitter if you want to kind of see an easy technique to spot out positions, and if you want insight on what I think about oracles and how important it is to have some exposure to oracles, whether it's Chainlink or Pyth or Gora or both or whatever. So definitely check out that little tweet right there. Certainly. So here's right here, 20 hours ago, I have an idea. It's simple. Don't sleep on VeChain. Don't sleep on VeChain because of this story. I have it pulled up right here. Share this tab instead. VeChain adds programmable smart contract wallets. VE soars. It was up, it pumped up a little bit yesterday. I looked at the chart, a lot of volume, a lot of the point of control was actually a little bit way above the price. And I was like, oh, this thing's totally going to go. Everything about the indicators and everything on the chart just looked really bullish. And then I was like, oh, I definitely have to put a tweet out about this. So they got an account abstraction. So right here's a tweet from VeChain. Account abstraction AA is now live, opening up a whole new world for VeChain. Not only does AA make interoperability seamless, but it also unlocks programmable smart contracts for a better user experience and improved security. Here's what it means for V. So definitely, check out this tweet, learn more about that. I could not possibly be more bullish on VeChain. Here's a little read about it here as well. By abstracting the transaction signing process, smart contracts wallets improve user experience by making. Okay, that was from the tweet. There are security benefits too: multi-sig authorization, account recovery methods, and transaction whitelist. That was in the thread there as well. So definitely check this out if you want to learn more about it. I will say, just overall, I've been pretty big on VeChain for a while. I'm super excited here. The first or second weekend of March, I'll be going to UFC 299 with the VeChain team. Very excited to do some hang out with them. Might have a good VeChain interview coming. Not sure. Maybe not. I'll let you know. But big shout out to everybody at VeChain. Those guys are absolutely amazing, and girls are absolutely amazing. And I'm really excited to get to go watch the fights with them. That's really cool. I'm excited to go do that. And the Glitter Queen's going to come with me too. So we're going to have one hell of a time in Miami coming up here in a little bit. All right. So where was I? Right. So here, boom. Okay. So then that was the call. That was the VeChain call. And then the round table, I would say no one has guessed this yet. I said, so I think today, if I can edit it in time today, I'll put it out today. It's going to be a big edit. It's too much to send to my editor and ask him to turn it around that fast. So I'm just going to get it through it myself. Finish the Solana price prediction. If someone can guess my exact target, I'll send you 5 Solana. No questions asked. Here's a hint. I'm bullish. There have been 487 attempts. 487 attempts. And no one has got it right except for Wendy. Obviously, 1,000 meatballs and breads. And of course, Wendy gets it correct. Of course. All right. Yeah. So, that's still open. No one's got it yet. All right. Happy Valentine's Day to Jada for sure. Really nice dinner last night. And then, of course, VeChain is up 33% since I gave that call. Don't sleep on VeChain. So I tell you guys, I subliminally say things. I can't just come right out and say it. But, when I do tweets like this, that's a wink. All right. That's a wink. That's a wink for sure. All right. So, so I've been making some calls here. I've been on a hot streak lately. So definitely maybe pay attention to the show. Maybe there'll be a couple more hints during the show because I do have my eye on a couple charts that are looking pretty good right now that have started to pop but haven't really popped. So that's really what we're going to target. When Solana popped off, when Solana was like $80, $90, some people were trying to chase. And I was like, guys, why are you trying to chase that one? There's all these other coins here that are getting bull crosses on 3-day charts on the EMAs, and they've only pumped 6%. Why are you going to chase the coin that already ripped? Let's go back through the list and figure out which coins have similar setups to Solana before Solana ripped, and could even get that type of volume to get that 30% pump overnight. These things do happen. And the craziest thing about all this to me is that this is pre-halving. This is pre-halving. We've never seen this pre-halving. This is insane for a pre-halving market conditions. Not to mention, We're not exactly in a phase of quantitative easing right now. The government is not printing money. The macro is bad, and we're still doing this. So there is a little bit of logic thrown out the window. I feel like a couple of weeks back, I was, saying like, as long as Bitcoin holds this level, we'll be favorable. But to be honest, I don't like the macro. And to be honest with you, I still don't like the macro. The macro's scary. The macro's terrifying. But crypto doesn't care. Crypto does not care right now. It is just like, you know what? I'm out. I'm going that way. I'm going up and to the right. I'll catch you guys later. And hey, I'm glad we're here for it. And this is why we DCA consistently. This is why we don't try to time the market. Don't say, oh, I'll wait for it to go. No, just DCA consistently, or you're going to miss these moves. So that's certainly the point. And Ben's Lambo says, I agree. This is going to be the mother of all bull runs. And then there's going to be an account called AJ's Lambo, and it's going to have a pink wrench. No, it's an ongoing joke. I am going to buy a Lamborghini, and it's going to be hot pink. It's going to be sick. Okay. Ken and Hinson, $5 super chat. It's not about making money. It's about learning. I agree. It's about learning how to make money and learning how to balance it. You want to find a good level of balance, Ken, and you don't want to. I feel like I've seen too many times where people actually make really good money and mess it up pretty bad. I think crypto kind of gives some people money they've never seen before. And, there are some people in the world that have never seen $100,000, have never seen it. And then they get $300,000, and then they piss it up against the wall. And then they're like, shit, this sucks. So if you make those life-changing gains, I think we're going to have like, not right now, excuse me, it's not the time yet, but we will have to have a conversation about being responsible, not, how to maintain your wealth once you get it. You don't want to just be reckless and buy chains and, pink Lamborghinis and Burberry. You don't want to do that. Okay. You want to do it responsibly if you do it. And there's a lot of ways to do it correctly. So you don't want to get this far and just waste it, so there's definitely some tactics there. We're gonna have to have a big conversation about that one day, and also pay your taxes. I certainly agree. Okay, so all right, let's keep the ball rolling here. Oh wow, that's interesting. Sorry, I was taking a quick look at the Pith chart. Was trying to isolate a trade on Pith this morning. This is a coin that I've been looking a lot at on PHEMEX. I really, if you go to the volume here, you can look at USM perpetual. This is, the leverage trading I do. And right here, you see, I'll zoom in for you so you guys can see the volume. All right. So Bitcoin, Ethereum obviously always have a lot of volume. They're, relatively good. They're good coins to leverage trade because there's so much volume. If you're doing like, $100,000 positions at 10x leverage, like you're going to want to be in the larger coins. But if you're doing like, a $10,000 position or a $1,000 position at 10, 20x leverage, you can come down here. I think these are the liquidity issue, like getting in and out of the trade. That it depends on how big your trade is. Do you know what I mean? I mean, even if you're doing like normal trading, I mean, you could be down here for sure. There's Zeta. Zeta's on PHEMEX now. New. Oh shit. No way. So I'll give it to her, man. The Duchess of DeFi, Cassie, she called this project, dude. She called Zeta so hard. Like, I'll give it to her 100%. She called this. She's really into ecosystems. She really pays attention to this stuff. And she called Zeta at like $1.10, and it's $2.40. And I didn't listen to her. I should have, though. She called Zeta, and now it's on PHEMEX. I am certainly going to get involved with that. That is very interesting. But what I was saying here is that Pith, there is a good amount of volume here on Pith perpetual trading at 2.69 million. Definitely get involved with some trades here. It looks like it is kind of maybe coming down a little bit, even if you kind of consider, well, actually, let's just look at the normal Pith chart before we continue on. So Pith was in like this uptrend, and it actually broke out of the uptrend, right? It was in this like little uptrend like this, boom, 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 boom. And then it actually broke out of that. Here, let me get rid of that yellow line. It looks bad now. Boom. Okay, let's zoom back in. This thing broke out of an uptrend and was in another little uptrend, and then since has lost this little uptrend. So now we kind of want to see, all right, where's this thing going to go? I obviously am still holding on to my pith. I'm not worried about, a little drop here. I mean, even if it falls down to, this support resistance level down here, even if pith falls to here at 55 cents, I'm still up. So I'm not really worried about it. I think pith is going to be a coin that really does well. I should do a pith price prediction, to be completely honest with you. But right here, right now, maybe, could be starting a new little local down channel here. Maybe could consider, some sort of short trade. Maybe I'll think about it. I kind of think it's going to reverse like it has before. This little level right here has been around, or even right a little further down at 61 cents. So going to keep a close eye on pith moving forward, but I have that is a coin I've been isolating here on PHEMEX. And definitely, if you have not had a chance to sign up for PHEMEX yet, go do it. It seriously, look at this. I'll show you guys. This right here are all the coins that you can leverage trade. You can leverage trade VeChain, Aptos, Sui, Arbitrum, Cardano, Matic, Solana, all the big ones. And then you come down and you have pith, you have Avalanche, Near, DYDX. I know someone was asking about DYDX yesterday in the chat. It's a good project, and there's a lot of volume on it right here on PHEMEX. Zeta, the new coin that Cassie was talking about. Oh, I didn't change the tab over. Zeta right here, what Cassie's talking about already on PHEMEX. Phantom, Gala, Polkadot, Cartesi. That's a straight sleeper coin. Beam, Mana. I mean, these are just for leverage trading. Jupiter, leverage trading these coins, and they do a really good job at keeping up with the new coins that are coming into the market, like already getting Jupiter, already getting Zeta. I mean, PHEMEX is seriously intimidating good. And it does drive, the only thing that drives me a little bit mad is that you can leverage trade HBAR, but you can't buy it in the spot market. That does make me a little sad, but I did ask them about that. Maybe they'll fix it around. But yeah, obviously big shout out to my main sponsor for this channel, PHEMEX. If you haven't signed up for PHEMEX, make sure you do that right down below here. There's a link right there. You do not need to KYC to leverage trade on PHEMEX, but anytime you're trading crypto, you should always use a VPN to protect yourself from the people out there trying to steal your money. All right, so okay. I just went over that, Brett. I know I got a couple of chats here. We got another super chat from Mackie Powers. Appreciate you, Mackie. Let me screenshot this bad boy and pull it over to the side here so I can do portfolio ratings later. I know it takes a little second to get them over there, but I do just like to have them up so I can just go through them when it's time, so I don't got to stop the show. Huddled the Line said, Glitter AJ, let's look at Solana to try to help out Hassam. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, Solana. Okay, that's fine. And Huddled the Line wanted to see Algorand as well. All right, let's take a quick look at the Algorand, that's Solana, and then we'll take a quick look at Algorand. And we will go over those charts. Let me share this tab instead. To show you some little AJ alpha before I keep moving here, have been looking at the optimism chart, have a handful of levels drawn out on the optimism chart. When you see all like these little like line dot things on the chart, this is me trading. This is a chart I've been isolating a lot lately. There's a lot of money to be made on the optimism chart because of the way optimism fluctuates, where some coins will, move in, where some coins will move in like, 2 to 3% moves. Optimism will move in 5 to 6% moves. And we're really trying to find that volatility. I keep clicking the button here. We need that volatility. Volatility is a word that people are scared of. It's not a word you should be scared of. It's a word that you should be looking for. It's something that you should, be all about. And optimism has been a project for sure that I have been certainly making a little good bit of money on here lately. So yeah, shout out to this. Isn't really a coin I like to hold because of the tokenomics, to be honest with you. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care. It's just principle tokenomics, can't hold it. But at the same time, I think that this project is certainly a good one to scalp trade from day to day. So definitely going to keep an eye on this moving forward. All right, I'll go to this, and here's the pit setup I showed you earlier. Let's go to Solana, SOL, blum, 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 blum. I did just do a Solana price prediction. Very interesting video. Very interesting shoot. How I did it. It's going to, you guys are really going to like it. You guys are really going to like that video, I promise. I can't wait to share that with you. And holy, really fast housekeeping. Before we do this chart, there's 300 people here. Thank you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you to all 300 of you for being here. It means the world to me. Please, if you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We hit 11.3 the other day. We were at 11, 11.1, 0.2. We hit 0.3. So we're moving. We're actually been moving very well in the past, I'd say, week or 2 weeks. Like we initially went from like 0 to 10,000 pretty fast, and then we kind of lulled out. And now I actually feel like we're starting to pick momentum back up, especially because the market's waking up and people are getting excited again. So definitely thank you to everybody that's here. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to talk about crypto every day. Living the dream. You guys are, and it's possible because of you guys. So seriously, thank you. All right, let's look at Solana here. So what we need to consider, first of all, is where it's getting rejected, which is where it got rejected before. Okay, right there. Okay, see that? And even right there. And look where it turned around right there. Okay. So what also is sort of unfortunate about this is that, to be fair, to put it in perspective, this is the top. This is the end of last year. This is Christmas Day, actually. The top of that right there is Christmas Day. So if this does kind of look like a rejection as with the candles coming down. So we do put in a slightly lower high. Unfortunate. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Doesn't mean we won't eventually get there. We do have little bearish divergence playing out. If we pull up the oscillator here a little bit, market cipher B. If you want market cipher, definitely click the link in the description. Oscillators going down, price going up. Cut and dry case of bearish divergence on a 2-hour chart. So things have been running pretty hard. And I'm not saying that just because it's turning around here, that doesn't mean it's going to come all the way down here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that these things do play out. And when there are certain things we need to watch for now to make sure that it doesn't become a downtrend. The first of those things, considering a 2-hour chart, for the sake of argument, let's go to a 1-hour chart. Okay, so in terms of bullish continuation, I always like to pay attention to the EMAs. Okay, the white EMA right here, this is a 200-day moving average. Okay, the red is a 50-day moving average. Okay, so the larger the time frame, the more it matters, but it still does matter on a 1-hour chart. So right here, this would be called a bull cross. And what's more important about this is that you see how the price continues to bounce off of this red line. And then we kind of lost it here. We went down. And then as the when you're looking for bullish continuation, it bounces off that red line. Okay. So in the past, what you'll see is that when things start to turn around, even on like a chart like the hour, what will happen is we will lose. See it, it's above it, it's above it, it's above it, it's below it. It's below it, 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 it's below. See my point here? So that's how you can kind of determine, okay, is this thing going to continue? And right there, if you would just off that idea, 23% you would have saved if you sold up here. Okay. So just off that idea, you can kind of tell yourself, like looking at an hour chart, okay, is it exhibiting patterns of bullish continuation, or is it going to turn around for a little while? Okay. So if you look at where it is right now, it is starting to fall, kind of just below that. And it has done that before. It tests, it doesn't, just because it's below it right now, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But what happens is that if you see this thing kind of turn around and then the price is on this side of it, that's when okay, it's not you're not going to notice it the second it happens. But when you watch it for a little while, you'll see it start to turn around. And then that'll be your point to like, okay, it's time to get out of this thing. So this is a 12-minute chart. Can I look at Cody? Yeah, I can look at Cody. Sure. I was just reading the chat really fast. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so this thing is kind of weird. This little dip that it had is a little strange. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Laguna Leonhardt. The red line is the 50. The white line is the 200. Okay. The red line is the 50. So obviously the 50 is going to be closer to the actual price action because it's the 50-day moving average, where the 200 is going to be further away from the price action because it's the 200-day, because it's the average of the past 50 days or the past 200 days. Okay. So, I really like to use EMAs in a lot of my trading ideas. And, even here on the 12-minute chart, I mean, the EMA on the 12-minute doesn't mean as much as the EMA on the daily, for sure. But you can still learn from the EMA on the 12-minute chart. And my point here is when a lot of times when on the 12-minute, when you kind of lose this, you'll temporarily lose the 200, but then you kind of bounce. But see, right, that actually is a bad example. This is the example I wanted to show you. Because in this example, we lose the 50, but hold the 200. Okay, so a lot of times when things come down, we'll lose the 50. And even right here, we lost the 50, but bounced off the 200. Okay, you'll look for that a lot on like 10-minute, 12-minute, 15-minute charts. You'll see that all the time. But right now is actually kind of an exception to the rule because the price actually dipped below both of them. So, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to be a similar situation to this where it comes down and comes right back up, which it very well could, given the market conditions, very well could. Or what we could see is we would see kind of this come down and then the get a little death cross right there from if this one was here, let me draw a little bit better here so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So if this one, was the red, if it went like that and then the white one went like this, okay, I just drew those extra. What would happen is you would see the price bounce off of this and kind of go down like that. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to we want to keep a close eye on this in the short term. And I mean, let's zoom into like even like a 2-minute to see what's happening. Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be a situation where we turn around eventually, but it's a matter of when based off support resistance. There is an argument that it already bottomed if we hold 113.5. I wouldn't be surprised if it fell a little bit more. So what we would do to, kind of test the theory would be to find support resistance and set alarms. I don't think I'd panic or anything like that. I think Solana is, doing these little shakeouts from time to time. That one's at 113.15. This one's at 110.8. It's going to do, I mean, it's really not that bad. 3% in an hour. Like, yeah, that stuff happens, but like really, the Solana is going to try to shake you guys out based off the Solana price prediction I just filmed yesterday and how high I think Solana is going to go. I'm not worried about a 3% shakeout. It's kind of like this. What I'm zooming in here. This is what I'm looking at. This is a 2-minute chart, guys. This is if you're trying to scalp this thing, which is kind of hard to determine. Job scalp trading is not easy at all. And so there are times in every chart where you have to be patient. Some traders will tell you there's always a trade on every chart. They're lying to you. We want to wait for certain things to happen. We want to be patient and know, okay, this is a good time to trade, or you have to learn how to realize this is a good time. This is a bad time to trade. And I would say right now, this is a bad time to scalp trade Solana because we already missed, this 3% move right down. So what we would do is see if it's going to bounce off this line and continue up, or if we're going to lose this line and start a downtrend. So from a scalping perspective, I'm not trying to jump the gun on this anytime soon, trying to be patient and to wait it out for the next thing. From a macro perspective, I'm just buying and holding because Solana is going to do very well in the bull run. I hope that answers your question. All right. So Clinton wants to see XRP. Cody Stone. Cody wants to see Coty. That actually just realized that now. It's hilarious. This guy over here, sell your Solana and buy something good. Wow. What more do you want? No, like what more? What 500%? Like what more could you ask from a coin, man? Gosh, these streets out here, guys. The streets are still undefeated. When you look at the daily, it is kind of scary where it got rejected. I'm not gonna lie. I would really like to see it. The worst case, I mean, 93, something like that. Maybe like maybe a little type of flag, something like that. All right, let's keep it moving. I could talk about Solana all day. Coty. All right. This thing woke up. That's nice. That's nice to see. Little Cody wake up, blah, blah. Okay, so obviously terrible bear market like anything else. Not sure what the supply was back here compared to what the supply is here, but all-time high around 69 cents. Very sad and terrible. about 87% down. Well, actually a little more than that because I went to the current price. So we wanted to just get a feel for if there was any levels down here. Let me zoom that actually back out really fast. I kind of got a little messy there. Hold on. So what I was looking for to see if like what the floor was over here. Oh man, this chart's not cooperating with me right now. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. There it is. Yeah, so we never really hit to the floor from the last time, which is good. I was just kind of looking at that for the just so I knew where the floor was last time. All right, so Cody has woken up a little bit. Obviously, I mean, from November to the top of the new year, 100% in 60 days. Love to see it. And then Cody lost how much of those gains? 36% of those gains. And then from that local bottom, popped 100%, but is up 77% from that point. As you can see on the 2 hour here, you know, we had the bull cross. Look, the EMAs, guys, those damn EMAs, look, bull cross right there. Even if you went just from a candle after the bull cross happened, you would still be up 53% looking at a 2 hour chart. I'm telling you guys, simple tools, man, simple tools. But it is still bouncing off that 2 hour EMA. It does have like a little up trendy flag kind of going down right now. Let me kind of look at like a 20-minute, 23-minute chart. Okay, so this is actually kind of a really interesting setup because the bottoms are coming up. See how the lows keep getting higher. And it really kind of broke out of that last level. And another interesting thing about that is that this actually touched here like that, which is kind of interesting as well. And then you kind of want to consider, you know, how it got rejected from this point twice. So, I mean, at some point in time here, we're going to have to break. So by February 19th, will be the point of intersection between the local uptrend and the ceiling it can't get above. So in this situation, you don't try to guess. You set an alarm here, you set an alarm here, and whatever way it goes first, there's your trade. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, someone wanted to see XRP. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, not this one. This XRP chart's all messy. Mess. Okay, sort of messy, less messy. Bittrex maybe? Is this one better? Okay, looking good. I got another super chat here. Can you go over the Nervous Network CKB? If I have time, sure. CKB. I also wanted to check a couple chats really fast. I haven't looked at the chat in like 10 minutes. I do that sometimes. Okay. All right. Gonna keep it rolling. XRP. What I like about XRP in recent history is this uptrend. Okay, is that it's not perfect, not going to draw perfect, whatever, but it has been putting in higher lows since of 2022. You know, it has gone that way. Although it's been a very boring ride, it has been interesting, and I actually talked about this not that long ago. How XRP moves. Okay, so we're going sideways, pop. Sideways, pop. Sideways, pop. That's how XRP moves. Look, sideways, pop. Okay, it's happening again. Okay, so now let's zoom in. This is a daily chart we've been looking at, by the way. XRP has moved up to 62 cents. It was very boring for a very long time. I don't know what's up with this chart. I got to switch charts. I don't know why it's looking like that. It looks very strange. Okay, I knew that chart was wrong. All right, I'll just go from this one. It's fine. It's at 54 cents. The second I said that, I knew it was wrong. I don't know why what was wrong with that chart. But yeah, XRP still does move like that. All right, pop, 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 pop. Okay, that's just how XRP moves. So looking in at like, say, a 2 hour, zooming in, busting out, make it so it doesn't look terrible for you guys. Want to clean it up a little bit. So, you know, this little downtrend here, this has been the downtrend that XRP has been in for a long time. And as you can see, it kind of fought back above that level. And XRP is also in, you know, a local downtrend. XRP is in a local downtrend. See this? Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. So luckily, it looks like XRP is fighting to get above it. Looks like XRP is fighting to get above that. Is it doing a great job? Not really, because it already got shut down. It went up. Okay, so we need to set a couple levels and hope XRP can continue the fight. One of these levels would be this previous high over here at 54 cents exactly, 53.96. We'd really like to see XRP kind of bounce off this and go. That would be best case scenario. If we lose that level, we certainly don't want to lose the little baby level beyond, under that where we got rejected 4 times, which would be right here. That level would be 53.5. Okay, so I would really like to see XRP bounce off of one of these levels. If it loses those levels, we could lose this local uptrend. I mean, the uptrend that has been going on since 2022. So a lot of times, XRP, I would always say all the time with trading is that the trend is what, guys? The trend is your friend. Okay, and this thing is in a downtrend. But, big but here. To be fair, keep track of those levels. Going to erase them for now. And to be fair here, if you want to consider, go out on a limb and call this the bottom. Okay. There is a chance that, we are kind of starting like a little kind of pattern like that. Or if you don't want to draw it from there, you can draw it from here like this. That actually makes a little bit more sense in my mind too. So, it could be starting a new uptrend. So, higher lows, lower high, higher lows, higher highs. Okay. So, I would definitely consider drawing this out on your chart, setting alarms on each side, and knowing that even if XRP comes and loses this high or this little baby high, like I drew those lines out before, even if that happens, it can actually go down to around 52.5, 53 cents and still technically be in that uptrend if it comes down to here. So I'm going to actually treat this as if XRP has switched and is going to start a local uptrend. This is only a 2-hour chart, but I'm going to treat it like it's starting a new uptrend because I think, it breaking out of this one, this little baby breakout here, that definitely is a good look. And I want to say on the 4-hour chart that if you look at the EMAs right here, look at that. It looks like the EMAs, the 50 is coming up towards the 50 is coming up to the 200 right here. Look at that. It's coming up. It's on its way. I think XRP could be heating up for a move here. Even if it comes down momentarily, I like this trend it's in. I think there's something here. There's something here for sure. All right. Did you see the Deaton post that I tagged? Not. I haven't had a chance to really dive into Twitter just today. I got a super chat here, $20 from Elks Bucks Slayer 4x4. Hell yeah. So a few months ago, I looked into the Solana ecosystem and put 1% of my 100K portfolio into 3 projects. One of them was Nosana, and it took over XRP and is my largest bag and is now over 28K. Buy or sell? Well, man, first, I can't tell you to buy or sell anything. I can't give like straight financial advice. But I will say that if you put $1,000 into something and it went to $28,000 and you 28x'd one thing, I mean, what more could you ask for? This is the stuff. But I'm like, guys, like when Caspa is the perfect example. Here we go. Oh, you got me excited now. You got me excited. You woke me up, dude. You woke me up. Caspa is the perfect example. Okay. Let's really talk about this, everybody. We need to have this conversation here. We need to have it. And Elk Slayer, this is for you too, my friend. This is for you too. All right. Here's Caspa. Here it is. Okay. Despite all the mess on the chart, say you got into Caspa in, I don't know, June of 2023, and you rode it to the top. 966%. 966%. What more do you want? It did it. You win. We did it. Like, what? Don't sit around and wait for it to fall. Run. You did it. Like, don't fall in love, bro. Like, Caspa fell 34% after that. And yeah, it's on its way back up. And will it eventually, maybe get back to that all-time, local all-time high? I'm sure it will. I think Casper could maybe even run up to as high as $1 in the bull market. But my point here is that when something it did high or low right there, unless it turns back around. But my point here is that if you bought in the Casper and it ran up 900%, get out. Run, because look, if you realize, oh, I made 900%, I'm going to sell, and then you would have sold, and then it would have fell 40%, and you would have saved your bags from falling 40% because you realize I'm getting greedy. Don't get greedy. If you get that kind of pump, run. Don't wait around. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's no one ever went broke taking profits, bro. If you put $1,000 into something that's 28,000. Just look at this Casper chart. Okay. Bro, just look at that Casper chart, because that thing's going to turn around eventually. All right. Oh, wow. It's already 11:18. All right. I got to get into these rate my portfolios here. Blum, 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 blum. There was one thing I wanted to do and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah. I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Sappy Seals community. Holy dude, they've been doing so good. I don't talk NFTs that much on this show, but people, believe it or not, actually love NFTs. I love NFTs, and I want to be more into NFTs. I have a Sappy Seal, I have a Campai Panda, and the NFT market has been doing very well lately. Even if you guys don't care about it that much, I know some people might want to learn more about it. But Sappy Seals, the floor is 7.8 Ethereum right now. We're talking $2,200. I bought my Sappy Seal at 0.3, 0.4. I mean, Sappy Seals are doing very good. Shout out to Wob. Shout out to that whole community. Hashtag ARF. Also, big shout out to Campai Pandas, the other NFT project that I jumped in a little while back. Oh yeah, I got to be up here. Campai Pandas is doing very well. I mean, I'm talking, this project has gone from a half Ethereum to 2.1 in a very short amount of time, and they're really working on a couple things in the background that are going to continue taking it up. I actually bought mine at 1.8. It's already at 2.2. I should have bought in earlier than that, but I did a dumb mistake and listened to my friends. Don't ever listen to your friends. When you get a gut reaction that tells you to do something, just do it and give them the finger. But yeah, big shout out to Sappy Seals and Campai Pandas. I'm really kind of picky about which NFT communities I jump in. I very rarely get into NFTs for the flip. I generally always get into NFTs for the community, to have access to that demographic of people and, to learn and meet new people and stuff like that. I've gone to I've met the Sappy Seal people. I've gone to Campai Panda parties and stuff like that. Really good time. And, but there is a point where all right, am I ever going to sell this? I think someone said in a space yesterday, the worst thing that ever happened to your profits was that you became a community member. And the worst thing that ever happened to your profits is that you became a community member. That's actually a bar. That I find that very funny, because it's true. It's true, because you're not going to take profits because you're in the community, and then it falls to the bottom. You go through a bear market, but you're in the community, and you didn't make, you know what I mean? So there is that kind of fine line on okay, well, you're a part of the community, but what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So I really like that analogy. And I just wanted you guys to be aware, definitely keep a close eye on the NFT market right now. There's a lot of money to be made in the NFT market, especially with little pudgies. I know a lot of people couldn't afford a normal pudgy penguin, but even the little pudgies. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We are talking, the floor of little pudgies right now is 2 Ethereum, guys. I was looking at these when it was 0.7 and 0.8, and I bought my Campai instead. And although the Campai Pandas went up, I'm probably up a half Ethereum right now on my Campai Panda position. But the little pudgies more than doubled. And I think this one's going to continue in a big way. The visibility Pudgy Penguins has, being at Walmart and that deal and everything like that, I think even if you were to buy a little pudgy right here, right now, I think you'd probably do well in the long run. I really like this little cute one right here with a little hatched egg. Maybe I'll ship some Ethereum over to this wallet and buy this one. It is very cute. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I do like little pudgies. All right. So, yeah, Ape Society. That's a good one. That's a Cardano NFT. That one's amazing. All right. Just checking out the chats right here. Okay. I'm caught up on on the super chats and everything. I just wanted to make sure. Ken and Hinson, $2 super chat. AJ, I got one question. What makes an NFT great? Well, yeah, it really comes down to the leadership and the leadership's ability to generate hype. I don't think I like Can-Pi Pandas so much because I like pandas so much. I like Can-Pi Pandas so much because ICE is heavily integrated into a lot of really solid social circles. ICE is, he did a like a kind of a joke, but kind of not really spar in a hotel lobby with John Jones Jr. All right, like he sponsors, Platinum Mike Perry and John Jones and like UFC fighters. Can-Pi Panda sponsors Karate Combat. They're heavily integrated into the fight scene, and that visibility has given that project, a lot of clout. And then the community likes that because a lot of people like fighting, a lot of people like UFC, a lot of people like Karate Combat. And that visibility is really good. Not only that, the PP decks, which, it's like where you can like change the traits and everything. I think they're revamping it or something right now, but it's, they've been adding more traits as time goes on, and the traits, have certain rarity levels. And, like the rugged hoodie that Mayan has, for instance, like, there's not, the rugged hoodie is a pretty rare, only 2% of them have the rugged hoodie. You know what I mean? So, it definitely juicing up the traits, and the fact that that's a real hoodie that you can buy, makes it a cool thing. So what makes an NFT project great is the leadership's ability to align themselves with other good platforms, other good, like how Can-Pi with Karate Combat, that's amazing. Can-Pi lining up with UFC fighters, that's amazing. And then the UFC fighters also are members of the community, and everybody kind of gets around that. You know what I mean? I mean, look at VeChain. Dude, VeChain has a massive UFC partnership. VeChain has their name all over the mat at UFC. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know how many people love watching UFC? Even if you're not a fight person, people love it. They're ravenous over fighting. It's amazing. So I really think that however you can generate hype through either a celebrity or a large platform of some sort like that will get people excited, and a roadmap that delivers, a roadmap that's consistent, and to not screw over your audience. And I think that Can-Pi Pandas has done that all very well. They have a very respectful community, really strong leader. Ice Bags is a really cool guy. I played poker with him in the Bahamas the night SBF texted Ben, and he was super cool to me. And that's not because he was acting not being nice. He's just a super cool dude, and people see that, and that's why, and he's had a lot of successful businesses in the past. And I think Can-Pi Pandas was a no-brainer for him. And that's what it's about. I met Wob from Sappy Seals. Wob is the reason I bought a Sappy Seal. I said, oh, dude, I'd follow this guy. He's hilarious. Like he's a good dude. We like smashed this water. We were throwing this watermelon back and forth at Rare Evo, and then he picked it up and smashed it. And then I put like a Sappy Steel sticker on it, and we laughed, and it was hilarious. We had a really good time. And it's just kind of there, how I say, like how a crypto, what I like about crypto projects is how contagious and how vibrant the community is. I always say that. Oh, this project has a contagious community. This project has a vibrant community. I say that. And it's because it's true, right? It's because it's true. You know where that starts? It starts with the leadership. It starts with the leadership. You know why I like Algorand so much? Because I really like John Allen Woods. John Allen Woods is a great guy. I really like Stacey Warden. She's smart. She's very smart. Very bright woman. Sylvia McCauley. You know what a Turing Award is? It's a Grammy for smart people. Okay, like it's the highest accolade you can receive in computer science. And he created Algorand. You know why I like HBAR so much? Because I met Lehman Bard in Atlanta, right down the street, and he's like the nicest guy in the world. And he does math problems for fun. And he figured out the Byzantine asynchronous fault tolerance, or I forget how to pronounce it. But he solved this amazing formula that no one could figure out, and it created, the hash graph. He created the hash graph. Like, I think these vibrant communities start at the top with vibrant leaders, and it trickles down. And every project I've seen that's really good has a really good leader, and consequently a really good community. And that's what makes not just an NFT project great, but any project great. And I've seen it time and time again. So, yeah, man. So, all right, got to get into these portfolio ratings. Justin DeMarco, hey, AJ, can you look at the Sand token unlock? All you got to do is go to token.unlocks and look at the chart. That's all you got to do. And then see how fast sand supply actually changes in the API. Don't look at CoinMarketCap for circulating supply. Look at CoinGecko because CoinGecko uses the actual API. Okay, hope that answered your question. All right, so all right, rate my portfolio segment. I'll get through these relatively quick. Look at that penguin. Look at that little fella. Look at his eyes. He looks like he's about to cry. He's gonna make me cry. All right, bye now. Click. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Cody Stone, $50 super chat. Hey, AJ, can you rate my portfolio? Thanks so much for all the insight and information. No problem. XRP, 33%. Solana, 30%. ADA, 17.5. Cardano, AVAX, 9.5. HBAR, 3.7. XLM, 3.7. Cody, 1.8. Cody Stone, I need a goal, bro. I need a goal, man. You should know this by now. I need a goal. If your goal is a 10x, we're gonna have a talk. If your goal is a 4x, I'm gonna give you a high five and a good score. Okay. I don't understand holding XLM when you hold XRP. I don't understand being top heavy into XRP. I mean, you're really not giving yourself a chance to run here. XRP, look at I want you to really think about this. Cody Stone, of course, he says 10x. Cody, I want you to think about this. XRP, Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche are all top 10 coins. XRP, Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche are all top 10 coins. We're talking 63 plus, Avalanche is 10, basically 10%. So 73. We're talking, dude, 90% of your portfolio. If you add XRP, Solana, ADA, and Avalanche all up, that's 90% of your portfolio, all in top 10 coins. Like, you're really not giving yourself a chance to run, man. I mean, the HBAR is probably going to outperform everything in terms of gains, in my opinion. I don't hate it. Like I said, Cody, I wish you would. I think you should. It's just a really safe bag, man. At the end of the day, you're playing it safe, and you don't 10x a portfolio by playing it safe. Not to be rude or anything. It's a safe bag. That's okay. That's okay playing it safe. That's fine. That's fine. I don't hate it. You're just playing it safe, I really don't know about a 10x. I don't see any scenario where XRP 10x's that market cap. Not to mention it's only 55% of the way vested in terms of circulating supply. XRP has a long, bumpy road to go down. I don't think it would be my weapon of choice to lean with. Solana has its own supply issues, not to mention how much of the supply is still locked. The Alameda Solana, that the average unlock will be by Q4 of 2025, ironically, when we're at the top. But there will still be more FTX Alameda Solana to unlock after that. Not to mention it's 5% inflation. It says 5% inflation, but the past 3 years Solana has inflated 18%, 19%, 17% every year when you add the normal inflation with the unlocks. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. Cardano, I mean, I think Cardano is a solid pick. I think the ecosystem it was then compared to the ecosystem it is now, night and day difference. I think Cardano is much more likely to 10x than XRP and Solana. Same thing with Avalanche. I think Avalanche is capable of a 10x. But at the end of the day, we do have to really, even if we eliminate the fact that 90% of your portfolio is top 10 coins, we have to really look at the fact that 63% of your portfolio is XRP and Solana. I don't know, man. I think Solana is going to do fine, as you guys will see in my portfolio video, in my price prediction video, hopefully coming out later today. But you will also learn that there is a limit to how high it can go because of its supply issues. And I also want you guys to know that, I will say this, is that Solana, all-time high around 285, its supply has grown 44% since its all-time high. Solana's supply has grown 44%. since its previous all-time high. And it's going to probably grow another, 20%, 25% based off the unlock schedule, which is a known unknown, between now and then. So Solana has some supply issues. Do I still think it's going to put in a higher high than last time? Yeah. But the fact how much the supply has grown certainly limits Solana's upside. Certainly. Yeah, man, you're Cody. All I'm going to say is that you're playing it very safe, and that's okay. But I do want you to have an exit strategy that involves more than one scenario. And by more than one scenario, I mean for each coin, I want you to sit down at each chart and each coin and say, I'm taking profits here, here, here. And if it turns around here, I'm going to exit on the way down here, here, and here. And have scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 5 scenarios for each coin. That's the best way to do it. That's how I do it. I'll make a video about it one day. It's very complicated. It will be hard to follow. But you need to have a couple scenarios for this bag. Because I just want your expectations to be tempered. I understand you don't, I appreciate this guy. I mean, yeah, Cody, listen, man, I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm not trying to beat you up, bro. I say this all with love. I'm not here trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. But my point here is that you're playing it safe. And that's okay. If you want a 10x, you have to align your picks with your goals, and that's not this. Okay, so I got something caught in my throat. Sorry. All right, this here is the Tom O'Brien from yesterday. Jada pointed this out to me. Ray portfolio, please. 70K portfolio, looking for a 6 to 8 in the bull run. See, 6 to 8. See, that's nice. That's nice. He's being realistic. Bitcoin, oh God. Bitcoin's not going to 6x, Tom. Come on. ETH 20%, ADA 18, Render 7, Solana 7, Matic 7, Tether. So we got some dry powder. Link, VChain, Graph, Algo, HBAR, Bonk. Okay. All right. Well, so Bitcoin's not going to 6x. Probably not. If Bitcoin 6x's from here, you guys will never see me again because I'll be on my yacht. But Ethereum could, I don't know if it will, but it could. And then, I feel like everything else. So really, you're kind of asking the other 60% of your bag to overcompensate for the 42% of your bag that you're being safe with for no reason. Yeah, it is. To be fair, it is a $70,000 portfolio. I'm not totally against holding some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, but when you're trying to 6 to 8x leading with Bitcoin and Ethereum, man, that's scary, bro. That is scary. I feel like you're going to get pissed off when you got the top 10 coins in your heaviest positions. And then when Link and VChain and Graph and Algo and HBAR all start kicking ass and put up some sick numbers and your portfolio's lopsided the wrong direction. The wrong direction. Oh, did I not give him a rating? Oh, I'm sorry. Tom O'Brien, I like that I'll go Tom first because I'm doing his right now. Tom, I like that you're reasonable man. 6 to 8, not looking for a 10 to 12. You are being reasonable there. Although your portfolio is definitely lopsided the wrong way. And I would like your portfolio better if it was evenly distributed through all of these coins. How many coins you hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to count Tether. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So first of all, you're 12 coins. That's about the top limit. I wouldn't want any more than 12. And even 12 is going to be hard to manage. And if you actually found a way to sell every coin at the right time, holding that many coins, you're just a god. So that's going to be an issue. Secondly, this portfolio isn't the end of the world. I think you'll do fine. But I would give this portfolio a much higher score if it was an even distribution across all 12 coins instead of this lopsided into the top 10. My portfolios that I build will always be lopsided. If this is the 100 and this is Bitcoin, my portfolios go this way and gets the top 10 the top 10 picks have the smallest allocation, and it comes backwards from market cap. So the smallest market cap coins have the largest positions, and then the positions get smaller the closer you get to the top 10. That's how I will always do things. I've been around the block a couple times, but Tom, a more even distribution would help you a lot. I really can't give you more than a 70. I can't give you more than a 70. Cody, kind of same thing with Tom, except Tom was a little bit, his goals. If like I said, Cody, if your goal for this bag was a 4 to 5x, you'd get a great score, and I'd have moved on already. So then I had to explain out loud for 10 minutes why this portfolio was unlikely to 10x. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I understand having conviction in XRP. I understand having conviction in XRP. And the problem is that we've all been programmed to. The problem with XRP is that we've all been programmed to think it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to crypto. Because of the SEC and that whole legal battle and everything like that. We've been programmed to think like XRP will pump. Like that's what people think. And look at the chart. It's been the most boring coin to hold. This whole time, I feel so bad for anybody who has a massive accumulation of XRP. And will it pay off? I don't know. Ben used to be, the supreme leader and commander of XRP Army. He's denounced that title and is now the Sultan of Solana. And because he's realizing this isn't working, I have to pivot. You know what I mean? And I feel that way. Like, will I always have a place in my heart for XRP? Yes. Do I support XRP and what it represents for crypto? Definitely. Am I all for the XRP army? Duh. Do I hold 33% of my portfolio in XRP? Hell no. Hell no. 6% at most. At no more than 6. Not 7, 6. Okay. So, yeah. If your goal was a 4 or 5, you'd get a better score. But I think I can't give you any more than a 70. I can't give you any more than a 70. It's not a bad bag. You will do good, but I don't think you're going to 10. All right. Claudio, $100 super chat. Claudio, you're a G. I appreciate you. $354,000 portfolio as of today. My guy, I DCA 2K on cash for future purchase. Okay. Goal is 8x. Reasonable man. I like it. Graph 8.5, Quant 5.6, Algo 11, Render 10, Arbitrum 10, HBAR 8.5, Cash 2.2, Solana 6.2, ADA 5.8, AVAX 11.6. Do them in order next time. Chainlink 11, Doge 2 near 6. All right. Okay, so you're leading equally with Algo, AVAX, Chainlink. I like that. Then you're going Render, Arbitrum, and then equal Graph HBAR near Solana, Cardano, Doge, Cash. Okay. Shit, dude. Wow. This is a bag, bro. God damn. Yo, I love my audience sometimes, man. Y'all are gonna do real good, man. Claudio, bro. Where's your boat? Let's go out on the yacht and have a good time, man. Because you're doing it right. This is a great portfolio, Claudio. Great portfolio. First of all, your goal is only an 8x, and that's because you're being modest. Stop being so modest. With a bag like this, you could have said 12, and I wouldn't have complained. I like the way you split it up because like you're not top heavy into one coin. What happens is, like the last portfolio we did, everyone kind of starts with like, okay, like 35% this, and then everything else just kind of suffers because of the really, really big conviction into one coin. Claudio, I really like how you broke this up because, you really like Avalanche, you really like Algorand, and you really like Chainlink. All 3 coins, which are great coins. I think all 3 of those coins are going to do very good in the bull run. But instead of being top heavy, you went 11.3, 11.6, 11.3. That's like really good to like lead with 3 instead of lead with 1. That's very smart. Not to mention Render and Arbitrum both have more than 10%, with HBAR and Graph both having more than 8%. Render is going to do very well. Arbitrum, I don't personally hold it, but I don't hate it. The Graph and HBAR are 2 of my favorite projects. Do I think you should probably get rid of Doge and Cash for VeChain? Yeah, I would, but I'm not telling you what to do. You're only missing VeChain in my opinion, but I really like the distribution. I really like your coin selection. You're spread out. To be fair, you're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coins. So be careful when you go to sell. Make sure you are being very patient. But my guy, Claudio going to be rich AF, someone said in the chat. And I'm going to have to agree with them. Claudio, I'm going to give you a 95. You're going to get a 95. And I don't give scores that high out a lot. If a lot of people know that I'm brutally honest with this segment. I've had people unsubscribe because of the scores I've given them and email me later explaining to me why I'm wrong. It's happened, but I'd rather tell you guys what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear. I'm not going to co-sign your bullshit. I'm not your friend. I'm not like I'm not like someone you went to school with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be, not that I don't want to be friends, but I'm just saying, like, I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to be a jerk. I'm not going to make fun of anybody, but I do want to be real. And I feel like there's not enough of that. And I'd rather that person say like, oh, wow, like he didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but maybe I do need to work on a couple things. That's what I'd rather get, that reaction than like, oh, thank you so much reaction. So, but with that said, Claudio's done his homework and it has a good even distribution, and he's going to do very well. He's going to be rich for sure. Oh my God, Mr. Q, this old coins will not. All right, Mr. Q, let's do this. I've been waiting for the super chat to come in. Okay. Let's have this conversation. I'm literally doing this right now. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's talk about this. I have more portfolios to rate, but I'm stopping the show. This guy right here, Mr. Q. Old coins will not pump that much. New coins will 1000x. That's how it goes. I bet you he sounds like that. And here's why. You're so wrong, dude. You're so wrong. Will meme coins 1000x? Yeah, sure. Meme coins will 1000x. The meme coins. And when they 1000x, they might get to like a couple, $20-50 million market cap and then whittle away. Meme coins 1000x all the time. But this idea that old coins will not pump that much and new coins will 1000x, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. I'll tell you why. What would you rather do? Would you rather put your belief into a project that has been building for so long, improving its technology, improving their networking, improving their partnerships, that have a reputation, a good reputation, and have worked their way up in the space over the years? Or would you just want to just take a chance on the new kid on the block? Like, no, that is not smart, man. That's not smart. Will some projects come out of the gate and rip? Yeah. But to devalue that to old coins won't pump that much and new coins will 1000. No, bro. Yeah, I know you sound like that. Of course you do. I can see it. But that is no. All right, when the Graph and VeChain and Algorand and HBAR and Quant and all those old coins do very well because they have good reputations, because they have good partnerships. That's like saying Chainlink's not going to do good. Chainlink's going to do very good, bro. Get out of here. Take a lap. All right. We're moving this on. Wisey technology, 20% pith. Damn. Okay. We got a risk taker here. 20% pith, 15 PAL, 15 Singularity Net, 15 Algorand, HBAR, Alluvium, I should be responsible, but I would wonder how you would rate a 15x goal. To be honest with you, I'm not much on any goal above a 12, just off of. Okay, it's German. I understand. Yeah, see, Jason Owen, he knows better. I'm way too heavy on ADA to show AJ my portfolio. See, he's smart, but why I hope I'm saying that right. But what I will say is that I don't like when people have goals higher than 12x because I always had that, that comparison about my grandparent was so excited to get 8% in the stock market. So when people even ask for a double up, like you don't realize what you're asking for. A 15x is no joke, dude. A 15x is no joke. But out of all the portfolios I've seen on this show, if one of them is going to 15x, it would probably be this one because you're really giving yourself room to run. You're not weighed down in XRP. You're not weighed down in top 10 coins. You went with Pith, a new Oracle on Solana, PAL, a new AI project outside of the top 300. Singularity Net hasn't woken up in a while, but is building in the background. Algorand HBAR is 30%, which are both going to do very well. And Illuvium has done well and will continue to do well. I think if any bag would 15x, it's this one, but realize that you're taking on a lot of risk with this bag. And also, we do want to consider the idea of diminished returns for Pith. And I don't know where you bought that Pith because even with PAL and Pith are both two coins that could continue to do very well and likely will. But, you do have to realize that they've already pumped a couple 100%. And there is that kind of weird waiting period where before they go back up again. So, if any portfolio is going to 15x, it could be this one. But you're taking on a lot of risk. I think your goal is obviously too high. I appreciate the fact that you have balls and that you are in smart projects. If your coin selection is aligned with your goals and you have a good distribution and you have good projects. I'll give you an 82. And that's the highest score I'll ever give someone with a 15x goal. That's basically like getting 100. Okay. GG chat said, AJ hated my portfolio. Well, you should have worked on it more. I'm kidding. No, keep trying, man. Keep trying. It's okay. Just because I don't like a portfolio doesn't really, it doesn't mean, your conviction's up to you. You know what I mean? I shouldn't determine your conviction. It's up to you. If you want to be, top heavy in the top 10 coins and have limited returns, okay. That's okay. That's not me hating. That's just math. Mackie Powers, 131,000 as of today, my guy. Also leading with Pith, also seconding with PAL. What's up with this? What the hell? Is this for real? Look at this. Wise and Mackie Powers both went Pith PAL. They're Pith pals. They're Pith pals, everybody. That's interesting, man. That's very interesting. Pith PAL, Algo, HBAR, Graph, Caspa, Quant, looking for a 6 to 8. Oh my God, dude. All right. Wise Technology. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. The difference between you and Mackie is that Mackie is 100% going to take profits because you, Wise, I want you to have an exit strategy in the scenario where you don't 15x. So, if you 11x, are you going to sell? If you 4x, are you going to sell anything? You're going to take any profits when you 5x? Anything? Nothing? No. What I like about Mackie is that he has the same bag as you, actually a little bit riskier, with a pretty heavy distribution, risky ass bag, only looking for a 6 to 8x. That's some of the most modest shit I've ever seen. Ever. Man, Mackie, you're going to 6x at least, bro. At least. Mackie, the only problem with your bag is that it's a 10 to 12x bag and you're only shooting for a 6 to 8. But what I like about that is that what your goal is. And because you know what your goal is, you're very, very likely to get there. You know what I mean? So you're going to have another 12 in by the end of April. So you're looking at 143 in, looking for a 6 to 8 all day, Mackie. all day. You know, is, like I said to Wise, is Pith and Powell risky? Are you taking on more risk than the guy with the loaded portfolio of slow moving, boring top 10 projects? Yes, you're taking more risk for sure. But will you likely be a little bit more upside when push comes to shove? Probably. And Pith and Powell were early picks. You know why? That's because he watches my channel. You're welcome. I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, Mackie, you're going to do a great job. I'm going to give you a 93, 94. Yeah. Your goal, because your portfolio, there is some, I think there's a little bit of room there where you could work in a couple good picks, other picks as well. I very rarely give anyone 100. Basically, if you get more than a 90, you got an A. And getting an A is like better than most people will ever get. So don't think of it as like, why did he get a 95 and I got a 93? The point is you got an A. That's the big takeaway here. All right. And then it's the last one of the day. Then we're going to get up out of here. We got, where's that? Boom. TNet Crypto, $350,000 portfolio. Hell yeah. Looking for an 8, 16 ADA, 14-bit. Okay. It is 350,000. That's fair. That's fair. 8.5 VeChain, 6% Solana, AVAX Graph, HBAR Quant, XRP Algo, ETH, 3% Link, Arweave, Sharp, Ondo. Okay. Okay. VeChain is a must. I agree with Talak Eyes over there. Talak Eyes. Okay. I think Cardano is not a bad pick to lead with in this scenario because you have such a large portfolio. TNet, if this portfolio was like someone with a $10,000 bag, I would shit on it. But because it's a $350,000 bag, I understand what you're doing here. I understand, wanting more safer, anchors, so to speak. I don't hate the Bitcoin, although the Bitcoin's not going to 8x. So you're kind of asking the other 86% of your portfolio to overperform, which is actually kind of hard because the other 86% of your portfolio also has, Cardano. Hold on. So be 612, 28. Yeah. So, 28% of that 86 is Solana, XRP, and Cardano. I feel like they could 8x, but I can't say they will with a very strong degree of confidence, like super strong degree of confidence. I don't know if Solana's going to go to I don't know. Yeah, I mean, TNet, I don't hate this bag. I really don't. I don't hate it. I understand what you're doing because it's a large portfolio, but I do want you to have another extra strategy. I want you to have a couple. I want you to have a plan if you only 4x. I want you to have a plan if you only 3x. Yeah, I want you to have a couple different scenarios with levels on each project. This is an exit strategy I've been talking about a lot lately. Essentially, here, I'll draw it. What you want is, say, here is prices now. Okay. And here is your goal. Okay. And say it only goes here. Do you have a plan to get out between here and back here? Right. So that is the kind of gist. So for each coin, what I do is I either use previous price targets or, dominance levels or Gonfans or whatever, maybe even Fibonacci, whatever I have to use to try to find some a handful of smart levels for each coin. And then I'll find, a level here, a level here, a level here, a level here. And I'll go, 15%, 15%. And then that's 15% of 15%. You know what I'm saying? And then here, and then by then I will have sold 60%. And then I can have exposure in for if it continues to go up or if I sell back down at the same levels coming back down the pipe. So for each coin, I want you to have a scenario up and a scenario down and do that for a couple different scenarios, if that makes sense. So this is a video I will make in depth. I'll show real examples. But that's the gist of it. And for a portfolio like this that, has a large goal, but has a lot of safe picks. These are the portfolios that worry me, because these are the portfolios that might come up short. And when people come up short, they don't sell because they didn't hit their goal. But then you don't sell and you ride back to the bottom. And that's what is not happening to the audience. So I'd really, I don't want to see you guys get wrecked. I want to see everybody do the best they can. I want to see everybody make as much money as they can. And I actually want to see everybody take profits when they make it to the top. So that will be a video coming out. It's really not the time for that video to come out yet, but it'll happen. It'll happen. I promise. So with all that being said, you guys are amazing. 350 people in the house right now. Definitely, guys, make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. I'd really, really appreciate it. Oh, someone's trying to tell me something in the chat. AJ, answer this before signing off, please. Answer what? You said answer this. Answer what? Oh yeah, I also didn't give TNet a score. TNet needs a score. Your goal is really high for that back. Yes, I'll give you a 74. I can't give you a C plus. Thoughts on Raven coin? I don't know. I can't. So the Glitter Queen is texting me, check the chat, and I'm looking at the chat, and it says answer this before signing off. Answer what? Are you guys just talking about smashing the likes? Is that it? Is that the whole thing? Because I don't see anything else. You're like making it sound like life. She sent me 3 text messages back to back in all caps. Check the chat. What about it? What about the chat am I checking here? Like, tell me. But if it's to smash the like button, that would be great. I'd really. Oh, okay. They want to know where you're basing the X's off of. Okay, so wait, what do you mean? Like where I'm saying like, hold on, would you mind confirming if the X you're returning to are from the bottom or the current prices? Okay, yeah, leg bite. Okay, I get it now. Would you mind confirming that if the X's you are referring to is from the bottom or current prices? Yeah, I'm talking from current prices right here, right now. Current prices right here. That's what I'm talking about for sure. I won't ever say from the bottom. I'm always going to go from where we are today. And that's actually going to get tough when the bull market starts. And I start saying stuff like, yeah, that's only going to 2x from here. And everyone's going to say, what? I'm going to say, yeah, it's only going to 2x from here because that would have still been a 5x from back there. So we do have to keep that in perspective, which is fair. And I'm always talking about from right here in time. Yeah, I won't ever go from the back. But yeah, so without that being said, you guys are amazing. There's still 335 people here. Guys, really appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have not signed up for PHEMEX yet, make sure you click the link down below. You don't have to KYC, but definitely use a VPN anytime you trade crypto. Definitely is the safe way to go about it. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow. Got some stuff I got to take care of. Don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not. So I'm not going to talk about it now, but I might talk about it later. And I will have obviously a crypto chips giveaway come out on Twitter tomorrow. So definitely keep a close eye out for there. With all that being said, my name is AJ Writes Crypto. I'll see you guys on Monday. Maybe I'll do a trading live stream or something like that over the weekend. I'll definitely have a bunch of videos coming out over the weekend. Don't forget 4 p.m. Let me bring up the tweet really fast here. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I'll copy and paste it. This bad boy below here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There's the right one. Copy, paste. Okay, right there in the chat is my space today at 2 p.m. In 2 hours, everybody. In 2 hours, I will be interviewing Stacy Warden, aka the CEO of the Algorand Foundation. In 2 hours. Holy shit. I am kind of nervous. I'm very nervous. But definitely go set a reminder on this tweet. It is linked in the chat and definitely be there. I'd really appreciate each and every one of you if you showed up and supported that space. It's going to be a very, very, very big deal. I'm really looking forward to it. You guys are amazing. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on Monday. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.